small. Isn't she? Isn't she too small? Isn't she too big? So, hi friends, hi students, it's me teacher Niharika and welcome to English Tubers. So today my chapter for second standard is too big, too small. I am going to tell you about a special technique, that is mirror technique. So students, what is mirror technique and how does it work? For this you just need one simple thing at home or back home, that is mirror. Okay, what you need to do is, students, you need to stand in front of the mirror and you need to have a copy or a PDF file or a notebook or your textbook, wherever your conversation is, whatever you have to practice, that should be there with you. Suppose today's chapter is too big, too small. So this is Shanu. My name is Shanu and I am going to practice this chapter in front of the mirror. So how you have to practice, students? See the first line. First you try to rehearse the script, students. Rehearse the scripts means try to learn it up. Okay, try to learn the grammatical phrases, the grammar used in there. Okay, the adjectives, important words. You need to focus on correct pronunciation. That is very, very, very important. Understand this thing, students. If you speak it out wrong, if you do wrong pronunciation, it's all a flop show. Okay, so let's begin with the chapter too big, too small. So first thing, when you're reading the caption, okay, you have to speak it aloud. Okay, and you have to pay attention on phonetics. For that you do see teacher Sumati's video on Sumati's Spectrum, and you can see the same video on English Tubers also. Do follow phonics, students, and then practice the conversation or your lesson plan in front of the mirror. So let's practice. So there is this character Shanu. Okay, she is a small girl. Now she is very much puzzled. New vocabulary, puzzled, when I am not sure of what is right and what is wrong. Okay, so you need to understand, students, vocabulary. Keep a notebook in front of you. You can jot it down, you can write it down, the new vocabulary, the new phrases, the new things you learn in the lesson plan. Okay, so let's begin. I can't lift you up, Shanu, says Amu. So see, I am reading the script and then I am speaking it out. Okay, suppose if you haven't learned the script but you are good with phonics and you want to do the practice session, then you can practice it this way also. Okay, and you have rehearsed it, then you can do it without this and just follow the action and watch your body language. Okay, students. Now the second one, you're too big. You can't walk to school alone. So students, can you see in there, there's a full stop. So you need to stop. You need to give a pause on punctuation marks. Okay, you can't walk to school alone, Shanu. You are too small. Now the third one, you can't sleep in baby's cot, Shanu. You are too big. Naturally, now second class students, I think so, you sleep on your big bed, isn't it? Now you don't sleep in baby's cot because you are big enough. Now you can't carry a baby to the park. So see the fourth line over here, and there's a full stop and there is an inverted comma. You can't carry baby. Okay, I'll share this PDF file, students, with you in the description box, so you can practice the script from there. So you can't carry a baby to the park, Shanu. You are too small. Now see, I am going to read it aloud. How you have to practice stress and phonics. Shanu is puzzled. Too big, too small. Too big to wear her old pink frock. Yeah. But too small to make dosa on the stove. She's too small. Dosa is so big, isn't it? And too small to carry baby on hers. So she can't carry baby just all by herself. So all by herself. Something when I do all alone by myself, that is the phrase over there. All by myself, on my own. So she's too small to carry a baby on hers. What I am right size for? Now next paragraph, students. Okay. Shanu wonders. Wonders means thinking. Okay, I'm wondering, where am I? What am I doing? Well, I'm at Global Heights in Goa teaching you English. Okay, now Ami says, you are just big enough to go to school. Okay, so what's the meaning of Ami here? Ami means mother. Okay, now dad means Abu, grandfather Dadu, grandmother Dadi. Okay, so these are the new vocabularies, students, you have learned through this chapter. And when I say you are big enough, means now you are big enough to go to school by yourself. And where do I use this to? It's, well, student, this is a preposition. So prepositions are used for directions and positioning. Okay, for position and for direction. When I want to know where is this remote kept, on my palm. Okay, where is the remote now? Under my hand, under my palm. Where is the remote now? On my head. Okay, so prepositions tell you direction and position of objects and of subjects. So to the school, to the park, I am going to the park. I am taking a walk to the park. I am running to the school. Okay, so to tells you the movement. Okay, I am shifting to my flat. You are too small to shift to your own flat. Too small. You are big enough to go to school all by yourself. You are big enough to take your grandfather and grandmother for a morning walk. Walk. And what's the pronunciation of W? Walk. Wow. So you're big enough, Shanu, to take your grandfather for a morning walk. Now Shanu is really puzzled. What am I right size for? What is my right size? My Dadi says I am too small to tell stories. I am too big to go alone. I am too small. What am I? What am I right size for? She is confused and she is wondering and she is asking everyone, what am I right size for? So now everybody gives her a smile and they all say to her, you are just perfect for this. What? You are just perfect for a warm, wonderful hug. So all of the family members, they come together and they give her a warm hug. You are just perfect for this. You are just perfect enough for a warm hug, a wonderful hug. Okay, so what's the vocabulary over here, students? Wonderful, perfect, perfect size for, wonderful hug. You are just perfect for a warm, wonderful hug. So this is Shanu perfect for. Yes, students, I hope you did understand this lesson plan, students, and you did understand the mirror technique. Please, kids, students, do follow this mirror technique. It's a wonderful thing and you are big enough to practice mirror technique. Okay? I hope so, students, I'm clear. And ta-da, bye-bye. See you all tomorrow in next class. Don't forget to do the assignment. Let me know please click snapshots and tell me how did you understand the lesson, how did you go about the lesson, did you practice the mirror technique, how it was, how did you feel about this mirror technique. Please parents, follow these techniques for students so that they can improve overall communication skills. I hope so students, you did enjoy the lesson plan. See you tomorrow in next class. Bye-bye.